Christians and my brother here who says that Jesus said nothing would be left, not one stone on top of another. That's not what happened in AD 70. Still have Western Wall and many other structures. So what this man is saying here is that in Matthew 24, verse 2, as you see here on the screen, that this was not fulfilled, when in fact it was. And I would admonish this person and anyone else who's interested in the subject of what happened in AD 70 to go find and get a copy of The Wars of the Jews by the author Josephus for a good description of what happened in AD 70. Jesus says in Matthew 24, verse 2, "Do you not see all these things? Assuredly, I say to you, not one stone shall be left here upon another that shall not be thrown down." This person here is saying that that didn't happen. But the odd thing about that is we know it happened because of what Jesus said in the very same chapter in verse 34, which I also have here on the screen, which says, Jesus said, "Assuredly, I say unto you, this generation will by no means pass away till all these things take place." Jesus said that what he is talking about, including here in verse 2, the things that are to happen, Jesus said that these things would happen and would not pass until that generation that then was, at the time he was talking, that generation would not pass till it did happen. Typically, a generation was 40 years. If you look out throughout the scriptures, generations were always 40 years. Jesus at this time was in his 30s, was between 30 and 33, let's say. 40 years later, AD 70, is when Nero leveled Jerusalem to the ground, razed it completely to the ground. So, my friend, here in this verse, in this comment, he's simply wrong. And the evidence is already in the scriptures. Read Matthew 24 and focus on verse 2 and on verse 34, and the answer is readily apparent. Be provoked and be persuaded.